Slide.
Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.
Welcome back to the channel. We've got 6.2.4 here once again with destructive feedback. It is so fun. Now we've got our team. We've got MoleMan Don't Care. We've got Tigra on the team. We've got Dr. Doom, Cap Infinity War, and the Red Cap Infinity War. Red Guardian. Same thing. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, we're heading down that right-hand side, starting off with Hyperion here, and we are taking our Dr. Doom, just going right into the gate here, not even worrying about destructive feedback. It's just one of those things you don't worry about until you kind of have to worry about it. But we've gone ahead and we've gone past that timer, hit into the block with that SP1, and we've stolen a little bit of power here. Now, whenever you steal power, nullify a power gain buff, you actually steal it and you gain a lot of power. So fighting up against Hyperion is quite a bit of fun. Alright, launching that SP3, and we're going to go ahead and do our rotation, medium, and then the full 5-hit combo, followed by the SP1 with an SP2. However, I'm going to wait it out just a little bit to make sure that we can finish out that destructive feedback timer, and then just kind of play some keep away. That one's done. Alright, on to the next. We've got Carnage in the house. So we've got our first parry, which was safe because we didn't load him up with any damage, but now we cannot afford another hit, so we do a two-piece intercept. You're going to see a lot of that. Two-piece intercepts are quite useful against destructive feedback. Baited out that heavy attack, so we're building up to our SP3 here. Kind of hoping he'll stay onto that SP2, but not. He had a very pro level sidestep right there on me. Okay, so now I just want to build him up to SP2, but he's very baity right now. Just want to take him up to that SP2 so I can do my rotation. There goes another one. I went just a tad bit too early, and he was real quick on that counter attack off of Wake. Good for you, Carnage. Okay, launching that SP3, we're going to do our full rotation, medium, then 3 lights and then 2 mediums, followed by SP1, then into SP2, and again, we're going to just wait out that timer a little bit, make sure that we can hit it, and that's a wrap. Okay, moving on to Mordo here with MoleMan Don't Care. So we're able to get that parry, and he can't evade that. So that's really great. However, I tried to get another dex here, but it read that as block. See, he's got a lot of that reading my my dex, so he runs right into it, so he gets those reverse intercepts. But if you try to dex, it just prioritizes that block, and I ended up with that parry instead. Alright, here we go. Now, perhaps this isn't the best thing to do, to load him up while he's got destructive feedback, but we're doing pretty good so far. So I want to put that slow combo to make sure we can get that parry. Emptied out that destructive feedback. Came with the SP1. I don't know what happened there. Just probably tried the dex or something. Or I probably tried to take the blocked hit and maybe let go a little too early. One of those things. Okay, here we go, waiting for the hit. But he decided to wait. There we go, launching that SP2. So now we're gonna have to hit him off with that heavy attack. And, yeah, he just got up, he recovered faster than me, and was able to reverse intercept right off the ground. That's pretty amazing. Love that. Okay, here we go. We got ourselves a little sidestep right there. Whittling down that destructive feedback. He started charging, so I went for the heavy attack. Going for a full 5-hit combo, followed by the SP1, and this one is a wrap. Oh, that's a big one right there. I could have been smacked up, but I didn't. Okay, here we go. We're actually getting into the rotation here. Building him up, stealing that 2 bars of power with my SP1. And going in, getting my SP2. Yeah, he launched that right into the dex. See, it's the same idea, right? So trying to dex back and then dex again, it prioritizes that block, and I took some destructive feedback off of that SP1. Same thing happened with Mordo and MoleMan, so, you know, finishing your combos is just not very safe on destructive feedback. It's pretty sad. But no doubt you can tell that I'm pretty upset about this. Alright, so he's out of here, and I am down to 50% health. Okay, so now we have the local nodes coming in here. We've got Sharpened Claws, so Black Panther will slash through blocks, inflicting 5 stacks of bleed. Each one does 10% of attack over 3 seconds. So you got to try to avoid getting parries as much as you can, because there you go, there's a stack of 5 bleeds. And then also, to make things worse, we've got Debilitate, where each one of those debuffs is going to last 100% longer. Now this one right here is my favorite. Sliding across the screen special, which was great. Got me down to some really, really low health here, which is fantastic. It just shows how much skill you have at the end of the day to just survive the rest of it, right? 3% health, all right. What did I need 97 for? I didn't need 97% health. Get out of here. Okay, so special attacks launched into your decks are just going to travel farther. Because check this one out. As soon as he launches this SP2, it's going to stay right in its particular lane, I guess you could say. Boom, look at that, see? No stretching, no craziness. Same timing on the decks, but a different result. Okay, here we go. We've got 1% health here. We're in instinctive touch mode here. We did a block bait right there. Boom, look at that. No stretching, no sliding, no craziness. Same dex timing, 3 different results. That is how I like to debate personally. Especially with destructive feedback. It adds like an extra layer of spice. You know, like when someone asks if you want cayenne, you're like, nah, bro, give me ghost peppers. That's what that is. Okay, and then I was just dexing too much, and he just threw a heavy attack right in the middle of the combo, and it slid on over. Okay, so let's just go ahead and take care of this with Dr. Doom. Now, my question for everyone is, are you having fun? Because that's all that matters. If you're having fun, then all of this is just fine. Okay, bait out that SP1, going in with our full combo here. With the backhand slap. The great thing about Doom is that you don't have to finish the combo, right? You go through, you do your medium 3 light attacks, and then you do a heavy attack. Scoot them far away from you so they can't have any kind of wake up shenanigans or anything like that, or wake up too fast or follow you or whatever. So here we go, we're going to launch that SP3. And that's going to be a wrap. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and revive here. Going up against Miles Morales, we do have life transfer, so this makes it a lot of fun to just go ahead and build back up. We didn't need to use any potions or anything like that. We are in good shape. Look at that, right back into the 100%. Now the problem here is dude is recovering before me once again. Bam, getting hit with that. Of course, this is my own fault. I know better. Do not finish a combo in the corner. All right? Don't finish a combo in the corner. Just finish with that 3rd light attack. Medium, light, and get out. But of course, I didn't know this at the time. I did know it, but I wasn't thinking. I was already going through a few things on this lane, and I did it again. Bam! Except this time I take destructive feedback. And then went for a dex, and then, so that was that. Okay, here we go. We're going to go in with our Dr. Doom, build him up. Buttercup. Okay, destructive feedback is pretty much done here. Now this is a longer fight, so just a forewarning. It takes me a little bit to realize not to do specials here. Maybe only SP3 only. Sometimes the frustration sets in, and then you just don't think clearly in the rest of your fights. So enjoy watching. This one's a little bit long, so I'm gonna tune out here for a second, let you see the action. Let's see, I actually like this fight. I feel like this fight is like one of the better balanced fights on this node. So if you're gonna have something like destructive feedback, having life transfer is a really great way to balance that out. So you can actually still parry. You'll take the damage, but you'll build it right back within that first combo. Okay, so at this point, I'm saying no matter what, you just cannot special attack him. He's going to phase through it. So. Don't worry, I catch on. Just not yet. I think it's after this. Yeah, it's after this. I kind of figured it was worth it though, because I was still kind of hitting him with at least 1 or 2 incinerates at a time. So it wasn't that bad as long as he wasn't countering, but then he started countering, and so we can't have that. Okay, so here we go, we're building up to that SP3. It's a nice special intercept to the face. Well done, Miles. Alright, so all we gotta do is build him up to the SP2. So hitting right into his block, doing a little block string there into his SP2. Got the SP3 on my end. Yeah, we just couldn't do it. Man, that phase is annoying. Anyway, we got through it. We are up against OG Vision here. No Dex, because Dexing is for suckers, right? Yeah, we don't need the Dex. Just take the block. Anyway, perhaps that's the toll I needed to pay for finishing with 100% health. There we go, got our Dex back. We are back in action. Now I should have launched that SP3 as soon as he got that SP2, but I was keeping my eye on the destructive feedback timer. I want to be able to launch the SP3 and then also be able to do the combo and then have it run out as soon as I'm done. So this is roughly a good amount of time right here. Boom. That runs out the timer and we launch that SP2. And then we just wait it out. But he got synthesis right there, so I went in and tried to get as many combo hits into the block as I could. Bam! And 1%. I'm telling you, man, you gotta pay that toll. You cannot finish with 100%. Crazy. Crazy. And he didn't even have enough health for me to build back off of my adrenaline. Okay, so this right here is a perfect example of how not to play Tigra. As soon as I got knocked off my rhythm, it just never kind of gained back till the end. Okay, so I'm keeping up my senses going right here. Boom. Launch with the heavy attack. Boom. I had a safeguard SP2 in there just in case. It didn't look like it was going to connect, but it did. So, yeah, that kind of wasted that a little bit. Didn't have a lot of ruptures going on there. Now this one, hey, this is where the rhythm falls. You get that one little bad hit, the bad break, and then it breaks everything. See how late I was doing those heavy attacks because I wasn't sure. I was like, is this dude gonna slide on the special? Is it not gonna work or something? So I was very confused when I got hit right there, but apparently it just got a little too close. Yeah, that was my fault too. I tried to do the heavy attack. It didn't work the first time, so I went for it a second time and it was just way too late. Just don't double down. Okay, so that's a very low damage SP2 because I didn't have my senses active. That was supposed to be a dex, ended up parrying, and then I tried to go for the hit, he purified. Got hit to the face. Oh, this one is a little bit rough. I know you guys feel this, you've all had fights like this before. There you go, boom. Got that heavy attack in there. We got room for one more. Kind of didn't work. It did that light attack thing. I don't. Whatever. If anything, we've chronicled a pretty crummy fight that we still won at the end of the day. Here's a little bit of Ray of Sunshine here. So we have a nice counter here to Juggernaut. So yeah, 10 charges. We get that nice long duration parry, so we can just basically time out that destructive feedback. We got that slow on him, which is great. Heavy attack, reset that. SP2, it's gonna be a lot of damage. 2 heavy attacks. Keep that stuff going. Back off, and we are right back in. So we were able to time out that whole destructive feedback nonsense. Alright, catch another 2 of these right here. Bam, bam. This was just a small confidence booster that you need after taking all those hard hits. Alright, got that wake up intercept with that light attack. And we are right back in with our SP1 for the finish. So pretty clean fight. That's kind of how I expect a lot of these fights to go, but they don't always. Now, I thought that was a parry at the beginning, so I let go and tried to attack. Obviously was not. Here we go. Alright, intercept with my heal right there. I think I would normally use somebody else here, but I was kind of running out of options. Alright, so I waited on the SP2 so that I can have some time to run out that timer. There we go, boom. So we had enough time with the SP2, the stun, and the SP1. I know that all rhymed. And it was fun. What wasn't fun was that weird run-in. I don't know why that happened. He just YOLO YOLO dashed. Anyway. Okay, on with the 5-hit combo. And we're gonna launch that SP3. Okay, got plenty of stun time. She's playing some waiting games. That's alright, we're just gonna get on in and make it work. Slow combo. And we're done. Okay, moving on here. We've got our Bane fight here. So my plan here is to go in with Tigra and just kind of heavy my way through his SP1. And we've got around the destructive feedback timer. Now, This was bad. But what I was trying to do was wait out the parry just long enough so that the last hit of the heavy attack would reactivate the Bane, and you know, he decided to sidestep and counter. So that was the end of Tigra. So I didn't even get a chance to do anything. Okay, now Doom makes it really great on Bane to kind of time, hold out your combos, do them slowly, doucement, very slowly. And then your last hit, you have a little bit of time while holding them in place with that stun, and then the heavy attack, of course. So it really does help out at the end of the day. And then between that and power rotation, you're pretty much keeping the Bane on him the whole time. Okay, so no decks. The plan was to just wait for, man. The plan was to wait for Bane to come on to me. I'd launch the SP3 and then just finish out the fight. But you know, I just figured it would be a better idea if I just stayed and blocked and just, you know, gauged how much damage I did when it came back to me. Anyway. Alright. Okay, so I was so frustrated I just didn't care. I just didn't care. Push him to SP2. Okay. Alright, now we're back. Somewhat. Now we're back somewhat to some form of sanity. But so far, my favorite node in the game. Okay, so here we go. We've got Kingpin right here. We're gonna do our regular power rotate thing. There we go. We went for that two-piece intercept. My light attack, no good. His dash, even better. I don't know. That's the normal timing I use for two-piece intercepts, and it just didn't work out that time. Alright, so we've got a fighting chance here. We got hit by that heavy attack, so we got knocked down a little bit, but we really don't need a lot of health for this fight. There we go. Launching the SP2. Helping to push him past that SP1 and continue the power rotation. Kinda doesn't matter. I've already one-shot this the first time. Everything else is nonsense. Just like this fight. Okay, so this right here, I did a taunt, and I still went in and hit with 3 light attacks, so I ended up finishing a combo into his block. That was 100% my fault. And I'm already frustrated at this point. I'm just ready to be done with this stupid lane. So, yeah, the frustration factor makes you make stupid mistakes. That was the last of the stupid mistakes. And yeah, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the fight. Power rotation on. And that is a wrap. So if for some odd reason you like this video past the halfway point, that's great. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it to some degree. Anyway, if you go ahead and click that like and subscribe and share with your friends and your mama and all that good stuff, that of course helps me out. And remember, stay dorky, and I'll catch y'all on the flip. Oh, potamus.
Learn a little something. Take a lesson. Learn it all.